Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we post daily videos on cutting edge technologies. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can download and install Verba locally on your Linux operating system. Verba is an open source RAG chatbot developed by the team at Vivid. Verba is an open source application designed to offer an end-to-end streamlined and user-friendly interface for retrieval augmented generation or RAG. You can use Verba with multiple model providers like OpenAI, Google, Cohere, Hugging Face, and Olama. So this means that you can also fully locally use it, and it also has a great looking UI. It also allows ingesting different document formats like PDF, CSV, Excel, and text files, and it also supports searching structured and unstructured documents, so you can use it with files of any format and analyze all of them using the hybrid or the semantic search feature of the Verba, which allows to only feed the relevant context to the models, which increases the efficiency of the model because it doesn't have to process all of the documents at once. It can only check the relevant ones and will provide you better response in much less time. Right, so let's get started. In order to install Verba on your local system, you need to have Olama installed. I've already downloaded and installed Olama on your system, but if you don't have it, then you have to head to your browser, go to this link which is olama.com, and here you will have the download option for Mac OS, Linux and Windows. So go ahead and download it for your system. Once this is done, you will have the option for different models. You have to move to the Llama 3 one. This is how the page will look like, and you simply have to copy this command right here. Then open a new terminal window and then paste the command which you have just copied. Once you do that, you will see that it will start installing Llama 3 using Olama. And once it is successfully installed the model, you will get a success message and then a cursor that will ask you to enter any message. So I'm gonna test it by saying simple hi, and you will see that it will provide me the response. So this means that we have successfully installed Llama 3 using Olama. Now we are going to move towards the next step, which is to actually install the Verba. So here I am in the official GitHub repo of Verba, and if you scroll down, you will see different options to install it. You have to scroll all the way to the option that says how to deploy with pip. And here you can see that there are 3 different steps in order to deploy the Verba. So the first step is to initialize a new Python environment. I'm going to skip it, but if you want to create a Python environment, you can do that. The next step is to run this pip command to install the Verba. So I'm going to open a new terminal window, and here I'm going to paste the command which I've just copied. Once you do that, you will see that it will start downloading and installing everything which is needed to run Verba. Once everything is successfully installed, now we need to create a new .env file in which we need to set the port for the Olama as well as the model which we want to use. But if you want to use any model from the OpenAI or Gemini, then you can define that too. And in order to use that, I'm going to use the cat command, and the name of my file is .env. Hit enter, and now it is prompting me to insert the data which I want to save inside the file. And here I need to define 2 things. Firstly, I'm going to define the Olama URL, which is actually HTTP localhost 1143, which is the port for running Olama. Then we need to define the Olama model which we want to run. You can define any model right here. I'm going to go with Llama 3. Once you are done with it, simply press Ctrl D, and all these contents will be saved inside the .env file. Now I'm going to head to the GitHub repo, and here is the final command. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to open the terminal and paste the command right here. Once you do that, you will see that it will start running all of these commands, and then you have the option that Rubicon running on port 8000. But before that, make sure that all the tensors have been successfully downloaded. And once you get the message that application startup completed, then open your browser and go to the URL localhost port 8000. And you will see that the chat interface for Verba will be right in front of you. On the top, we have different options. Firstly for the chat, then we have the option for the documentation. Then, as I've discussed earlier, that you can add documents inside it, so you have an option to add documents as well. So now let's go ahead and try it out. I'm going to show you how you can interact with your different documents provided in any format using Verba. So here I have an article on the Medium which is about the different models of the GPT-4. So I've copied it and I've pasted it inside a file. Now I'm going to upload this file here and ask questions from it. So in order to add a document, click on the add document button right here. Then you will have an option to select a reader. Click on it. It will take you to browse the file. The name of my file is gpt4.txt, so I'm gonna open it. Once the file is uploaded, then for the embedder, you have to select the Ollama embedder and simply click on import. You will see that it will start importing the file, and after importing, you will see that it will start chunking it, and these chunks will be used later on when we query it. So our document is successfully imported with 57 chunks. And in order to verify it, you can go to this documents right here. Here I have two files. This is the one which I have previously uploaded, and this is the one which I have just uploaded, which contains data about the GPT-4. Now let's go ahead and interact with it. So I'm going to click on the chat button right here. So firstly, I'm going to ask it what is GPT-4 Turbo, run it. Okay, so the response is generated and it says that GPT-4 Turbo is a faster and more cost-effective version of the GPT-4, and it has provided us some other information about the model as well, and it has also shown us the context which it has used in order to fetch the answer. Next, I'm going to ask it what are the key features of GPT-4o. Alright, so here's the response. So it says that GPT-4o key features include real-time voice and vision capabilities, multimodal processing, and it has provided us an explanation that these features make GPT-4o the latest and the most advanced model in the GPT series, offering enhanced capabilities for a more interactive and comprehensive user experience. Next, I'm gonna ask it to compare the pricing of three models. Alright, so here is the answer. It says that based on the provided context from the document, here is a summary of the pricing information for the different tiers. And for the different tiers which were explained in the text present in the file, it has fetched the pricing for all the different models present in it. So in this way, you can use this amazing platform locally on your system and ask it any questions, and you can also interact with your document using it just by simply uploading your document. And all of this will be done locally on your system, unlike ChatGPT. So I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think about it. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.